So the topic of today's event is Per4m, as I mentioned in the previous video, the fun Samoyed inspired pre-workout. So it is from the same guys that make a few different pre's that you'll see around the market, but I have thoughts, I have feelings. With the same format as last time, fast, efficient, and effective information delivery, we are going to get straight into it. So in terms of the nutritional information, again, you're obviously not going to be able to correctly read it, but it's really long, the list, which is good or bad, depending on how you look at pre-workouts. Obviously, it's also reversed because we are doing this on an iPhone camera. I'll read it out for you as well. So L-citrulline malate, again, 6,000 milligrams, beta-alanine, 3,200 milligrams, taurine, at 1,000 milligrams, L-tyrosine, 500 milligrams, L-acetyl L-tyrosine at 500 milligrams, caffeine anhydrous at a humongous 400 milligrams. The alpha GPC, 250, L-norvaline, 200, English walnut, beautiful, 200. Cacao extract, the theobroma, 20%, 130 milligrams. L-theanine, 100 milligrams. Cana extract, 30 milligrams. Citrus aureum, 30 milligrams. I can't even pronounce this one next. I haven't even seen this thing before. Per4m bene, 25 mils. And then we've got black pepper extract at 10 milligrams, utterly pointless. Cyobalamin, which is B12, and then vitamin C for absorbic acid, and it's 0.01 milligrams, which I didn't even know if it really needs to be in there. Okay, thoughts and feels. So those numbers that I gave you is 2 scoops, and obviously the product says if you're going to go for a full proper serve, which is what you should be doing, it's 2 scoops, because that's like the best dosage of everything that they offer. I don't know if anyone in their right mind should realistically have 2 scoops of this. Even the most caffeine-adapted individuals, 400 milligrams of caffeine is so high that you would have to weigh somewhere close to 125 kilos for that to not be like an actual issue for a single dosage consumption. It is a lot of caffeine, and it feels like a lot of caffeine. I've tried this with 2 scoops. I've tried this with 1 scoop. The upside is that it really does work in terms of just slapping your ass awake. And it's just so horrifically stimulating. To the point where I think if I use this as 2 scoops every single day, it will actually run my body down from like the lack of recovery that it gets, because it's just not sleeping deep enough, and the quality of my recovery just isn't there. It's almost too much. It's too much of a good thing. So from that regard, concerns. From the other side of that, though, is you do have a really good workout on it, which is annoying because it's really good. It's just slightly too much. Like, I would love to see that number maybe at 350 at a top end, because if you single scoop it, that's at least 175, or it's 350 in one, which is kind of manageable, but 400, that's fucked. Like, that's the same amount of caffeine I think that was in Koala Freak, and that shit was bonkers. So, outside of that, the dosage obviously is 25 or 50 serves, which is actually really nice. It's refreshing to see a 50 serve pre-workout. I haven't seen a 50 serve pre-workout in a really long time. So that's really cool. In terms of value, it is $69 for effectively 25 serves, or 50 serves if you're single scooping it. And realistically, if you're just using it to wake you up, you could probably single scoop it. It's mostly kind of okay on 1 scoop. I've done that before, and it feels fine. It's just that once you've tried 2 scoops, then you never really want to not do 2 scoops. The taste. So it's actually really annoying, and this has been a hot topic of conversation of I made a mistake. This is Arctic Slushy. Now, we've tried the vanilla cola, and we've tried mango, and both of those flavors were great. Like really, really good, genuinely taste what they're supposed to taste like. Arctic Slushy tastes like butt. And I thought that because the other two flavors were really, really good and they were really, really accurate, then surely this would taste like a slushie. But unfortunately, it doesn't. It tastes like what the raw base syrup would taste like. And honestly, it tastes terrible. If I can get around the taste of this particular flavor specifically, I will. I'll mix it with literally anything else I can to try and mask the flavor for it, which is really sad because I really, really enjoyed the cola, and I really enjoyed the mango. And I think if I had the mango, I could stack it with other fruity flavors because every other pre-workout has fruity flavors, which is great. Just not Arctic Slushie. So in terms of the value, I actually think it's not bad. It's genuinely, again, pretty good value. I would probably put this in sort of like the middle tier of pre-workouts. It really is good for one thing, and it's just waking your ass up. It doesn't feel like it does anything else. It just wakes you the fuck up, which is great for people that are working out in the morning or for people that are like horrifically caffeine adapted and they need something in the afternoon. The problem obviously being that if you use this in the afternoon, you're exacerbating the problem and you're adapting to even more caffeine, and then you're going to be even more tired the next day. So it's kind of a negative feedback loop. In terms of who would benefit from this one, this is definitely for people that are really cool with just whatever amount of stimulants you have, just chuck them in and send them in coach. That's definitely what we're looking at today. I think if you are a regular human and you are going to the gym as a recreational lifter, and you're not, and be honest with yourself, like if you're not going to the gym every single day, day in, day out, and you're basically one of those people that you never cycle off stims, and you're like, this is just my life now, crippling dependency on caffeine, hurrah, fantastic product. If you are a normal person and you don't take pre-workouts or all the time, or you don't take stims all the time, or you're not constantly having coffees throughout the day and stuff, you may find this to be a little bit too much. So food for thought. That's my 2 cents. Hopefully that this has been a little more beneficial for you. I did enjoy the packaging at the very minimum, a little samoyed at the back, very exciting. It's very cute. That's what got us. It's very cute, but it's actually painful on your body. But it is good. Like, it's good. I would, if someone bought this for me as like a present, I would be like, yeah, that's cool. I will use this. But I probably wouldn't buy this again just because of how ridiculous it is, and how inflexible it is. Like, again, as you probably know, like someone like my wife, not good at stims, literally can't use this. Like, cannot use any amount of this in any real working sense. Just completely destroys the woman. So it's interesting, but if you're looking for a really strong one, this is the go. And I know that there's at least one person I know, Sam, who would really need a lot of stims. So that's Inspired, that's Per4m. I think it's pretty new, at least as far as I'm aware. I don't think that this is something that I've seen around too often. So they're doing all right. They're doing all right, the Inspired guys. I think next up we have another ingredient. I think it's called Pumped AF, or Pumped as Fuck, which is their non-stim, which I'm going to review next. I think it's a bit of a mix. I don't think I've really done any non-stims apart from Bloodshot yet, so it'd be nice to have on the list. So we'll see you later.